Spring 1992. The quiet suburbs of Fresno, California were getting ready for Easter. Warm air carried the smell of citrus blossoms. Neighbors decorated their homes, and everything looked peaceful, safe, predictable, almost untouched by the chaos of the outside world. But behind the doors of one affluent family home, that calm was about to be destroyed forever. This is the story of the Ewell family, and the son who believed he deserved everything they owned. Dale Ewell, 59, was a self-made millionaire. Agriculture, aviation leasing, investments. He had built his fortune through discipline and relentless work. He believed success should be earned, never handed out. Glee Ewell, 57, was the opposite. Warm, gracious, deeply kind. A former flight attendant who later dedicated her life to motherhood and charity work. Fresno adored her. Their daughter, Tiffany, 24, was brilliant, gentle, focused. She studied economics and planned for a strong career. She balanced the family, firm father, ambitious younger brother. And then there was Dana. At 21, Dana was a sharply dressed, confident student at Santa Clara University. On campus, he bragged constantly, "I'm a millionaire. I run my father's business. I'm already investing." Only none of it was true. He wasn't a millionaire. He wasn't in charge of anything. Dale and Glee paid for his education and encouraged his goals, but refused to give him money or power without real work. Their estate was locked behind a strict trust. Dana wouldn't get any major access until age 30. To Dana, this felt like an insult. He wanted wealth now, power now, control now. And there was only one thing standing between him and the family fortune. His family. April 19th, 1992, Easter weekend. While Dana stayed with his girlfriend's family, creating the perfect alibi, Dale, Glee, and Tiffany returned home from a trip. The house was quiet, lights dim. They never saw the gunman waiting inside. Each of them was executed with a 9mm assault rifle. No struggle, no robbery, no forced entry. This wasn't random. This was personal. 2 days later, on Tuesday, their longtime housekeeper, Juanita Avenita, walked into the home and found the scene that would haunt her forever. The bodies of Dale, Glee, and Tiffany lying in a ransacked house. "You don't expect to find something like that. It's terrifying," she later said. Detectives immediately noticed the strangeness. Nothing was stolen, no enemies, no business conflicts. But one fact stood out. Only one person would gain millions from their deaths: Dana. During questioning, Dana was disturbingly calm, almost cold. No visible grief. Instead, he repeatedly asked, "When will the will be read? Can I access the insurance? Who controls the estate now?" Police felt something was off, but suspicion wasn't enough. Then came a break. Detectives discovered that one of Dana's college friends, Joel Radovicic, had suddenly started spending large sums of unexplained money, equipment, lifestyle upgrades, things a student shouldn't afford. Joel was socially awkward, quiet, extremely loyal to Dana, and very easy to manipulate. The investigation dragged on nearly 3 years. Wiretaps, surveillance, slowly collecting every tiny piece of evidence. Eventually, the picture became clear. Hidden payments from Dana to Joel. Coded phone conversations. Dana's attempts to mask the money trail. Joel's fascination with weapons. Dana reportedly promised Joel a share of the inheritance if he took care of the problem. And Joel, ambitious but insecure, agreed. At another point, after investigators visited Dana at college and informed him that they had reason to believe Joel was responsible for killing his parents and sister, they witnessed Joel drive late at night to visit a man named Jack Ponce. Bringing Ponce in for an interview, investigators found out a key piece of information. He said Joel had ordered some books. One was on being a hitman, and the other one was how to make a silencer. He owned a 9mm firearm, the same type that was used in the Ewell's murders, but it was missing. Authorities also found out that a few months prior, Dana had given money to Joel, who had then given it to Jack to buy the weapon. Things fell into place when authorities bought a replica of the same missing firearm and then decided to build a silencer as per the instructions in Joel's hitman book, which called for tennis balls. All of a sudden, the yellow-green fibers found in the bullets in Glee's body start to make much more sense. Eventually, Ponce confessed to investigators that he bought the gun for Joel. Then he told them everything he knew. Radovich shaved his entire body prior to shooting the Ewell family, so as to not leave any traces of DNA evidence, Ponce told investigators. Further, he admitted that he was tasked with getting rid of the different pieces of the gun around Southern California and eventually led investigators to where he had buried the barrel. Afterward, Joel Radovich and Dana Ewell were arrested and charged with 3 counts each of capital murder. Dana made sure he had an alibi. At the time of the murders, he was supposedly on vacation with his girlfriend. From there, he could call and claim he couldn't reach his family. By 1995, prosecutors were ready. The courtroom was packed. The case read like a financial thriller. Prosecutors portrayed Dana as a young man obsessed with wealth, image, and status, someone who saw his parents not as family, but as obstacles. Jurors heard about the inheritance motive, Dana's constant lies about being wealthy, his chilling lack of emotion after the murders, the secret cash funneled to Joel, wiretaps of coded conversations. After 11 months, the verdict was unanimous. Guilty. Dana Ewell and Joel Radovich were sentenced to life in prison without parole. Dana was just 24. A striking detail: most of the Ewell fortune was locked in a strict trust. Dana wouldn't have gained full access until his 30s. The only money he could get immediately was a bit over $300,000 in insurance payouts. He destroyed his entire family for that. Today, Dana maintains his innocence, but Fresno never forgot. The Ewell murders remain one of the darkest, most shocking crimes in the history of California's Central Valley. The family, once a symbol of hard work, generosity, and success, was destroyed by the greed of its own son. Tiffany, brilliant and kind. Glee, loved by the entire community. Dale, who built everything from nothing. All gone in one calculated plan. Their story is a chilling reminder. Sometimes the greatest danger doesn't come from enemies at all, but from the people closest to us, who convince themselves they deserve more than life has given them. What do you think about this case? Share your thoughts in the comments.